Hey everybody, how are you? It is Julie. I told you, didn't I? I was getting my hair done today, so my hair's fixed. Anyway, I am excited to see you guys. Today we are at day 5. Day 5 of our InColor Craft-Along, and I am Julie Salva. You are at Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva, and I am so glad that you're here. So, let us begin by a review. Let me get the projects. They're right over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got them all. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. Let me show them to you so you can see what you've missed so far. And remember, if you are on my email list, I email out the YouTube link so that you can go back and watch. So you should be okay. And regardless, you should be on my email list anyway, right? So here we go. Project from day 1, designed by Rhonda Wade. Cute little fun fold, kind of a faux fun fold. And then just a fan favorite right here. The bag with the Velcro adhesive. So, great project. So that's day 1. Day 2 was somebody else. So I'm just gonna show you. All right. So then we have, these were yesterday. Okay, this I remember. These were Deborah Harrison's. All right, so this would have been day 4. So I showed you day 1 and day 4. Day 2 was Melissa Faust. How could I forget her? She's so lovely. So that great card and this fun fold. Then day 3 was some joker named Julie Salva. And we did an easy card because we needed it. We don't have to do an easy card again tomorrow. I'm just telling you, you need to put your thinking caps on for today. And then this cute little box. Okay, so that's where we're at. So now we are at day 5. Let me put these over here. Day 5. Day 5's projects are Deb Smeek. Now, Deb specializes in fun folds. And let me just tell you, I thought I could do a fun fold. I'm going to tell you. I mean, I can do it now, and I can teach you how to do it, but I had to do some learning. So we're not ever going to say something is too hard. We're just going to say, I haven't learned how to do that yet, and now we're going to know how. So I'm excited because we've got 2 fun projects. So we've got this project, okay? It's a card, actually a double fold. So you've got that. It's going to pop out like that, and then the inside pops up like that. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make this because I am an expert at it. I know how to make it now. About 12 minutes expert. That's what I am, right? And then, but I will tell you in the tutorial, there's a diagram. And then the other project we're going to make, another fun fold. We're going to take this and it opens up. The paper folds out like so. Super cute. So we're going to make both of those. Now, the directions for all are in the tutorial. I think that you guys will appreciate that. Most of you probably have the tutorial. Either A, you have bought it for $25, or you've placed an order with me for $50 or higher, and I'm sent it to you for free. And by the way, that special ends tomorrow evening. Or you're on my Stampin' Sisters team. My Stampin' Sisters get all of my PDFs and tutorials for free. I upload them into our team page, so you guys have it there. So with that, it's time to get started. So let me move my computer over here. Let me say hi to Robin and Jennifer and Angie Croft, one of our Stampin' Sisters. And I'll scoot my computer over. I will adjust my phone here. Oh my goodness, we definitely have some work to do here to get this squared away. Okay, scoot that up there. I'll pull this here. Oh, close your eyes if you're getting nauseated. Go back down there. That's what we're gonna be. Okay, that's where we're gonna be. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to teach you this card first of all. Okay, so both the projects today feature the Floral Impressions Suite. We are not using celebratory sips today. We are using Floral Expressions. But yesterday we used just celebratory sips. So we're even. So here's the cool thing, okay? As you remember, all month long, Stampin' Up! Has our suite sale. So you can purchase one suite and get another one half price, Or you can purchase items from a suite and get another one half price. So that is totally up to you. But I did want to mention it and remind you guys about it one more time. So let's go. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of designer series paper. Now this paper is cut to 6 inches by 7¼ inches. Now in the tutorial, you have a bonus project because Deb also teaches how to make this project using a larger piece of DSP. I like this size because you can get 2 out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 designer series paper. So that's what we're going to do. So this is a little bit smaller, but there is in the tutorial a tutorial for a larger piece. Okay, so file that away. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to score at 1 3/4 and 1 3/4 on both sides. So let me get my paper trimmer and score. And I'm going to go to 1 3/4. Okay. Right here, score. What have I done? Park the dart. And then again, 1 3/4 here. You know, right now you're like, Julie, easy enough, right? Easy enough. Now this part is not difficult per se, but it does involve, let me show you on this side here a little bit, okay? You can see the score lines. It is tricky, right? There you go. You can see them a little bit there. See how they intersect right there? That's important. That intersection is important, and you're going to see why in a minute. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our trusty ruler. Okay, this is like the 3rd day I've used a ruler, so it is a big deal to have one handy, I think. And I'm going to take a pen or a pencil. Let's see here. I will take a pen. Where are my pens? Good grief. Got a billion of them somewhere, yet none of them are here right now. Hold on. Here we go. And I am going to mark, okay, at 3½ on each side. So let me line that up. And I'm going to make a little tick mark at 3½ on that side. And then again on this side. Okay, so 3½. I want to make sure I get it lined up good. All right, now what I'm going to do, and you'll be fine seeing it, I'm going to kind of connect these 2 tick marks here. And I want to make sure that line goes through where these 2 score lines intersect. And it does, but here's one way I'm going to make sure, this little trick I invented myself. So we'll call it the salva. So what I'm going to do is line up this 3½ inch tick mark in my cutting tray, and then this one down here also in the cutting tray, okay? So I'm going to be able to score a diagonal line right there. But here's my tip, okay? What I want to do, I want to make sure that line intersects where these 2 score lines intersected, okay? So what I'm going to do is take a pick tool right in there and just adjust a little bit if I need to, okay, to get that intersection happening. Okay. And I am. All right, let's score. Awesome. Okay, so now you can see it? Got that diagonal line there. And that little place where I put my take a pick tool, you're not even going to be able to see it. Okay, you're not even going to be able to see it. So I am going to fold both of these down, the 2 verticals down. Okay, let me get my bone folder so I can burnish them nicely. That's going to be very helpful. I want to have a good crease on them. All right. And then what's going to happen here? And I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. But I want you to see kind of how you've got that cross there, and then you've got this score line here. If you put your fingers right here at the edge of the score line, the diagonal score line, and push in, so you're bringing these 2 sides up to meet one another, what you end up with is that square that kind of folds down, okay? I know you're like, Julie, that doesn't make sense. Hear me on this. You have to do it for it to make sense, okay? And it will, all right? The good thing is this, it doesn't matter if you have a little bit of a hinky spot in your fold, because you're going to see a trick we're going to do later on. But you can see how this opens up now. So that's the hard part of this card. That was it. The rest of it is going to be easy. So looking at this, I see Carla has joined in from Louisville. Hi, Carla. So we've got that. Now, let's do some decorating. So I've cut a piece of garden green cardstock to 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go inside this designer series paper. So I'm going to put that in right there. It's just going to be matted in there. Okay. And then I have cut a piece of white, and all these dimensions are in the tutorial, to 10 inches by 3 3/4. I'm going to score the 10-inch side at 5 inches. And fold that in half. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of y'all are like, we don't like scoring, Julie. I'm going to tell you that the more you score, the better you get at it. Okay, so don't give up on yourself with this. Now here's the thing. As we fold this card in, and then it pops open, you're going to see we've got this fun fold here, and then this is going to open up this way. So that's kind of fun as well. Now I know right now you're like, Julie, your card was vertical. Yes, it was. This one's horizontal. Yes, it is. How do you make them different? Pretty much, I don't know. I don't know how I did it, but I did, and you will too. So let's put this in here right now. I think, I can tell you actually, the way that if you want it to go vertical, hold on and I'll tell you. But it is a happy accident. I did not know how to do this, okay? The tutorial teaches the horizontal card. But if you'll notice, I put the shorter side, the 6-inch side at the top. So if you want your card to be a vertical orientation, put the 6-inch side at the top. If you want your card to be a horizontal orientation, put the 7 and what was it, 7 1/4 side up at the top. So that's how you'll do it. Okay. Hey, Christine and Kathy. So we've got this right in here. All right. Now, remember what I told you about this little area right here and how we were going to be able to cover that? Here's how. You're going to take another piece of designer series paper and you're going to cut it to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. The only place though that you're going to put the adhesive to put that on there is on this square. You're not going to put it here. So you're going to line this up right here. So easy now. Okay. And then I have a square that I've cut out of Stylish Shapes. I'm going to adhere that right on top of this. And side note, I did use a scrap that I had stamped something on, but it wasn't working. But nobody's going to know that, right? So don't not use your scraps. So you guys, so now we have the bones of this card, right? Isn't that great? Bones of the card right there. So let's decorate it. This is where the fun stuff comes in. So I've already done some die cutting for us, okay? And then I go on and just burnish that a little bit more. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've got 3 of these flowers that I've used the Floral Impressions dies to cut out. I've got 2 of my stems. And then I have 2, 3. I'm supposed to have 4. Right now I have 3. It'll be okay. Oh, here's the 4th. Yay. 4 leaves. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use my silicone mat because I'm not in the mood to work with green glue. So I'm just going to put my things here because I'm putting a little bit of adhesive on everything. And using the silicone mat with my Stampin' Seal, I don't have to worry about it getting seal all over the table. And then I'm just going to kind of finagle with these flowers here because I want them overlapped. There we go. I like that. Okay, so I put 2 of them together, overlapping them. So you can see it's just a little bit fuller, right? Hi, Georgia. And I have cut out of Timid Tiger a center to go on my flowers there. So that's pretty good, right? Pretty easy right there. Georgia, you know what? You may or may not be able to. Let's give it a try and see. Remember what I said, I just haven't done it yet. So if you have a hard time with it, you message me and I will walk you through it. All right. Hey, Nadine. And then I'm going to put my leaves here. And you know what? Even if you don't do it just like it's designed here, you are going to get, you're going to be able to do something. Just modify it, make it your own, right? Okay. So I've got this flower here now, and I'm going to take some dimensionals. And this little bad boy is going to go right up in this top corner here. Okay. Right there. And then just for fun, I will go on and take some of the pressed motifs, and I'm going to use those as an accent up in this corner. I feel like there's several parts of one card, right? Like, so there's several areas that I'm doing some decorating in. Okay. This Take a Pic tool has become invaluable to me. I'm telling you, if you are looking at, if you're looking at any kind of like, I call them the not sexy purchases, the things that like they're not the great stamp set or the new InColors, but it's something you need, this is it. So I would definitely get this tool. That's okay, Pam. You can be a little late. The replay is always going to be there. So now it's time to decorate the inside. So I'm going to stamp. I'm going to take my thanks stamp. This is going to be a thank you card. And my garden green ink. And garden green, by the way, is the color of the leaves. The flower is Darling Duckling, and the center part is Timid Tiger. So Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger are both new InColors. All right, so I've got thanks right there. You know what, Georgia, I'm going to send you this card. I'm going to send it to you because I believe if I send you a sample that you can hold, that you can do it. Okay, so it's going to be on its way to you. All right. My stems are going to decorate here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere them in these little creases right here. That's going to be the place. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. Put a little bit right there. And then I can put a stem in. Let me pull this off so I can put it the way I want it to go. Okay. You want to be careful when you do that not to put too much adhesive because then your card can stick together. I'm seeing that now as a fundamental flaw in my little technique there. But see how I've added these stems back here? This one, I don't like that there at all. I'm going to adjust that. Let me pull that leaf off. There we go. I'm going to like that better. Okay. So you're just going to put them in there. Let me show you on this because they look a little bit, it looks a little bit better. All right, so the stem is just kind of poking out there. Just a little bit. Why do I not like this so much? Because I should like it, right? I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Hang with me. This is the part right here that you would have thought, there we go, I would get. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now, we're going to have a little surprise in here when we open it up. I'm going to take this other flower and put a pink center, or not a pink center, a Timid Tiger center there. And I'm going to put leaves on this side. Now, you might be like, Julie, you're doing it backwards. Technically, yeah. Technically, yeah. But it's going to be okay. All right, it's still going to look good. And then, where'd my other leaf go? It's not this one. You know what I'll do? I'll just, oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? There we go. See? There's no mistakes in stamping, right? Only, what is the phrase? Only happy accidents. That's what I just have right here, a happy accident. Because I wasn't really liking it. Look at that. That is super cute. I'm very pleased now. And then this is going to go, oh, I'm very pleased. This looks very nice. Look at that. Put that right in there. Look at there. So when the card closes up, this is what it looks like. Then when you open it up, that's what it looks like. Look at that. And then you write your sentiment in here. You write your thank you note on the inside. This is stellar. I am very proud of myself. And I'm going to be very proud of you guys too, because I know that you guys can do this. Okay? I know you can do this. All right? So if you get it done, let me know. Oh, Stella, that's a great tip. Stella says get 2 of the Take a Pick tool. You know what? You're exactly right, because you use it all the time. And Georgia says that she will play with putting it together. It'll be the sample card. I tell you what, I do like that on the inside quite a bit. So there we go. So there is the first project. Okay, it's a great fun fold. You can do it horizontally or you can do it vertically, just depending on what side you put up at the top. And so now you know how to do that, right? Any questions? The answer is no. Don't ask me. Don't ask me any questions. I can't guarantee that I can do it again. Maybe I could. I don't know. I don't know. But there you go. So I definitely reached out of my comfort zone to do that fold. And thanks Nadine, I would encourage you guys, and Kathy, I would encourage you guys to do it too, because that's how you learn, right? So there's no shame in our game. We are going to try every time. All right, now let's do our other project. So I'm going to pull it over here. This one I'm a little more comfortable with, doing some of my standard work here. And I really like this. So we've got I Appreciate You, and it opens up. Now I want to tell you with this one, okay, you're going to cut your design. Let me bring all my supplies over here. You're going to cut your designer series paper to 6 by 12. Now, in the tutorial, the sample uses a different piece of cardstock or designer series paper. And I gotta tell you, I like the one in the sample better. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough of it to cut it in the right size. So in this, the sample, you remember that piece we used the other day where we had, this isn't it, where the colors, this is it. The colors went from over here was Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink, and then they faded over into Timid Tiger and Darling Duckling and Olive and Garden, and they faded into the different colors. So the dimensions for this project are actually, let me get my ruler to make sure. I didn't write them down, guys. I'm sorry about that. Are actually 5 1/4 by 12, but you need your paper. This piece right here needed to be 12 inches long, and it's too short. Okay, so you want your paper to be like so. Okay, 5 1/4 by 12. I would recommend, if you have this, that you use this, because it's really pretty as you're opening it and all of it is unfolding, to see the different colors come. So again, I didn't have my piece long enough, so I didn't plan ahead well, but that's what I would encourage you guys to do. So let's get started on this one. So here's what we got. I told you that our dimensions here are 5 1/4 by 12, okay? And then I have a piece of Secret C. This is going to be my card base. And this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right. And then I've got some pieces that I've used to die cut the ovals. Now I want to tell you something with the ovals, okay? You have 2 oval dies that come in this bundle. This is the Floral Impressions bundle. You have 2 oval dies. And I want to, again, show you that there is a difference in them, even though it might be tricky to see, all right? So this one, the one that is just the plain oval, is a tad larger. The one that has the dots around it and cuts out the tiny frame that looks like this when it comes out, the oval that comes out of here is a little bit smaller. So if you're going to mat ovals, you want your large one to be the base, and then you want the inside of this one to be your smaller one, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about here. So I cut out the large one that's from the plain oval, and then, it's the wrong one, I cut out the inside of the decorative oval. And so I'm gonna be able to mat those together. So since I've got them here, why don't we go on and do it? So I'm gonna mat these together. Y'all, I'm very excited about the Great North American Stampin' Show tonight. It is gonna happen in less than an hour on my YouTube channel, Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva. So go over to YouTube and watch that, because it's gonna be good. I'm telling you, you are really gonna enjoy what our new gas girls, Lauren and Lisa, do. And then you got your old faithful as me and Jody back. So let's do some scoring here, okay? We are going to score this piece at the following. We are going to score it at 12-inch side at the top, okay, so the long side at the top. We're going to score it at 1/2 I know I've told you guys I like to use the side to the right of the cutting tray for those skinny scores. There's a reason for this one. All right, 1/2, 2, 5, and then open up the arm, 8. So 1/2, 2, 5, and 8, okay? And then we're gonna accordion fold. This longer side, this is the piece that is going to go on the mat that we've cut, all right? So we're just gonna accordion fold, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, all right? Easy enough, right? 2 things. Let's go on and adhere this base. We can get that done. That'll make it a little easier for us to work with the rest of the DSP. And this is a great fold, and it's really very easy. Okay, look how pretty that is. Just gonna go on and adhere this and get it centered here. Oh my goodness, come on, Salva, get it together. Ah, what is the problem? There we go. There we go. All right. And then this little 1/2-inch tab here, I'm going to adhere that down. That's going to be held down. All right. So now we open it up and like so. Easy, right? So what we're going to do next is, I'm clicking over to my computer because I want to see if there's any comments. Look at Georgia, so far so good. Georgia says, I wonder what the oval looks like a little off center when attached. That's a great question, Georgia. Great question. And if you do it, show us. So here's our center here. So we're gonna go on and stamp in Secret C. I'm gonna stamp the I appreciate you. And I will tell you, I have used the, where'd my inks? Oh, here it is. I have used the verbiage in this stamp set, the I appreciate you and the thanks. I've used them quite a bit. It's a pretty script, and I like that. So, I appreciate you. I'm gonna put that down a little bit toward the center. Look at all that ink I got on my block. Don't get on the project. Whew, it did not. Yay. And then on this other one, this other oval that's gonna go on the inside of the card, I'm stamping so very much. So I appreciate you so very much. So really this is another thank you card. Who is somebody that you appreciate so very much? Who would you send this to? If you're listening in the comments, just put like their first name. Who would you send this card to? I appreciate you so very much. Hi, Terry. I am curious about that. I would send this card to, gosh, I would have to make a couple of them. I've got my friend Pam and Candy. Jackie, my daughter-in-law, she's just the biggest help at times when I need help. And I'm sure you can imagine that I need help multiple times, right? I would send them to, those would be 3 that get them, so for sure. Who else? I've got my friends, Lisa, got people at church. Yeah, there's a lot of people. So, okay, I'm going to stamp a flower. I'm going to do, remember I taught you guys a couple days ago about stamping off? That's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to stamp this full strength strawberry slush. And then I'm going to stamp again. That's, again, stamping off. So you can see that difference there. Then I am going to take the accent piece here. That's how we do 2-step stamping. And that is going to go full strength. And it's going to go right like so. The great thing about this is that if you don't line it up perfectly, it's still okay. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that is a really, really pretty flower. So I love the stamps. The artists that designed these stamps, they did a great job on this. So have you ever thought about how the, oh, Darla, yes, Christine, Darla for sure. Maria and Kelly, Julie, Stella, let's pretend that's me. And then I'm going to send you a card too. Judy, isn't it fun? I mean, if you've got a name, grab a card out of your stash and send it to them. That would be amazing. That would be great. And then I could take my Darling Duckling, stamp the inside, cut it out with the dies, and again, magic, it's done. So with this, I'm going to do the same thing, put some leaves on it. And I've cut those out already too. So I've got 2 leaves that are going here. Just like that. Okay, Deb. You guys, I love this. Honestly, okay, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I'm going to tell you something, all right? In July, I am going to be setting up a Stampin' Challenge. And it is going to be, July is going to be our month of encouragement. And every day in July, I am going to have a different encouragement prompt, okay? Like I just asked you, who is somebody that you would appreciate? There might be another one. Who is somebody that needs a card? Who is somebody that has lost a loved one? You know, whatever. I mean, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But every day for all 30 days of September, April, June, and November, all 31 days of July, every day, you're going to have a prompt. And I think that's going to be so fun because I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, if we have the encouragement, July being the month of encouragement, you're just that way. So I think we are going to put some good out into the world in July. So I hope you join me. And I'll have more information to come from that. So anyway, all right. So I've done a stem and I've put that down here. Isn't that pretty? I really, really do like this. Okay. And thanks, Christine. Then I have cut out, at one point I had 3 little tiny flowers using the dies. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to attach those with glue dots because I don't think I can use my Stampin' Seal to get that done. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So again, make sure you're on my email list because I'll have some things that I send out about it. And of course, we'll have fun for us too with it. So, all right, come on. So this again is Darling Duckling. And last glue dot. So these little flowers, there is a die in the floral blooms. That's kind of straight. A little crooked, but not when we finagle. If you guys learn one thing about Julie Salvo, I hope there's 2 things that you know about me. 1, I love Jesus, and 2, I will finagle. Right? So there's that. All right. So this is going to go on the front of our card. Isn't that pretty? It's very pretty. I'm going to put my adhesive on this section here for it because I don't want this part to be attached, okay? Because if it is, then the card doesn't open up on the accordion, right? So that goes right there. Oh, Georgia, everyone can use a Just Because card. Absolutely. Then we're going to open it up. And then inside here, we will have our So Very Much. Now, you want your So Very Much to be even with this front part. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to lay this right here. Okay. And then, no, that's not what I'm going to do. That's a big fat liar. I'm going to put it, how am I going to do it? I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to lay it like that. I had a strategy, but I forgot it. That's okay. Look at that. Look at that. It worked out great. Okay. I appreciate you so very much. Let me straighten that a little bit. One last finagle for our evening, right? Before we move on to the next element of our day. So there we go. I appreciate you so very much. Isn't that great? I love this card. I really do. You know what? I think I need some bling. Let's do it. Strawberry Slush bling. All right, Stella, this is why we need to take, here it is. I was going to say to take a pick tools because I don't know where mine went to. It was right there. There. And let's put one there. And then we'll put a little one right down there. There we go. I appreciate you so very much. This is a great way to use your designer series paper too, because if you're like me, I hold on to it. Are you like me? Do you do that? You know what else we need? One last thing. We need some ribbon. We need to put a bow on this thing. Where did my ribbon go? I don't know. Well, the sample I made before had ribbon on it, so you can see that. All right. So thanks, Kathy. So there it is. We've got our second card. So I am going to put my camera up. I'm going to show you these projects again. Both of them fun folds, thanks to Deb Smeek. And if you like that, you want to follow her because she does mystery stamping with fun folds just about every week. So if that's your thing, she's your girl. So we got this one, right? Opens up and then opens up. Isn't that great? Thanks, Nadine. And then we've got this one. Ta-da! I appreciate you so very much, right? So those are great cards, right? I hope that you like them. The dimensions and all of that, I think the tutorials will help you and having the video will help you. So I think that's going to be good for you. So this is what I want you to know. Tomorrow's the last day to get the tutorial for free with an order. You can get it for $25 if you're on my team. You'll have it for free. It's uploaded in our team group. And in exactly, what do we have, 23 minutes. 23 minutes. Thanks, Georgia and Angie. It is the kickoff of Season 5, Episode 1 of the Great American Stampin' Show. The Great North American Stampin' Show. With Julie, Jody, Lisa, and Lauren. Look, 2 J's and 2 L's. I just noticed that. So you guys tune in. Have a good time. Enjoy it. Remember, vote for the project that you like the best. Even if it's not me, that's okay. But I will say, this is one of my favorite projects I've ever done. I'm not speaking out of turn. And I want to show you guys so bad, but I can't because then we missed the big debut. But I love this project. So take a look at them, and I will see over on YouTube, Stampin' Time with Julie Sava on YouTube, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's our last day. It's our last day. I have 2 final projects. They are designed by Ange McKay. One is a little gift. One is a card. I think you're going to love both of them. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. And I never take it lightly. You could be a lot of places, and you took some time to be with me. So thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.